Hi, my name's Steve Deery. I'm the sales manager of GSL GM City in Calgary, and I've been in this business for close to 50 years now, and I thought I'd give you a little overview on the easy way to buy a car to make it simple. So let's say you come to GSL and you're talking to one of my salespeople, and then you're going to go across town and you're going to go to a Japanese import, and then you're going to go across town and you're going to go to another importer or another domestic. Well, you're going to talk to three salespeople. And every salesperson is selling the best product, right? They have to. Well, we all know there can't be three best products. There can only be one best product. So how do you really tell? Well, take for example, the epitome of European General Motors engineering that GM has brought over into Canada. Well, if you look at this car, and let's say a Honda Fit, and let's say an Echo, what have you, how do you know which one is the best bang for the buck? Well, it's not going to be by negotiating a good price. There's about $900 profit in the car. So negotiating price is not how you determine. How you determine, for example, is warranty. So all of GM vehicles have the standard 3-year, 60,000 kilometer bumper to bumper warranty. And then most vehicles today have a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty. Every vehicle General Motors sells in Canada has a 160,000 kilometer powertrain warranty. So if you were to take what it costs to take any of our competition and bring the warranty up to GM spec, you're looking at an extra $1,000 to $2,000. Next point is, everyone is concerned about safety. And everyone, you hear the 5-star crash test. Every vehicle that General Motors sells in Canada has a 5-star crash rating, front, rear, and most importantly, in the sides. Miles per gallon, GM is within 5% of either the best or over the best for miles per gallon. And here's the kicker. 5 years ago, if you drove onto our used car lot, you would see close to 98% of the used vehicles we had in stock were all GM products. Now you go outside and you're seeing Audi, Mercedes, Jaguar, Land Rover, and anything Japanese and Korean. What's happened? What's happened is the cost of labor is running approximately $140 an hour. So people who say, oh, I'm going to look at this car, and I'm going to look at that car, and I'm going to compare. Once you've taken delivery of a car, now you've got to keep it on the road. And you have to satisfy the manufacturer's minimum scheduled maintenance. You were going to cost, last touches of the flute, you were going to save close to 60% on a General Motors product for maintenance costs over what you will on just about anything out there. The reason being is most vehicles today have a motherboard. The motherboard will handle engine management issues such as gas, electrical, transmission shifting, etc. GM is not running motherboards. On a General Motors vehicle, you have a full-blown CPU. In other words, just like the computer you have in your office or at home, and fully upgradable. This CPU measures a number of different variables such as short trips, long trips, temperature, speed, etc., and it will tell you when it needs its oil changed. On a Spark, for example, it'll run anywhere between 9,000 and 16,000 kilometers. And when you come in, you're not going to spend $200 or $400 or $600 or $700 to do a glorified oil change and a mandatory inspection to keep your warranty in effect. You bring your GM vehicle in, they're going to charge you anywhere between $60 and $80 depending on what time of year it is and what specials we have. That $60 to $80 is going to include your oil, filter, lube, and a full 45-point inspection. Now, another factor about warranty very, very few people consider is we have a 3-year 60K bumper-to-bumper warranty. So does virtually everyone else. What happens when you bring your vehicle in? With a General Motors vehicle, oh my gosh, the engine light's on. I'm going to push OnStar. OnStar will hook up into your General Motors vehicle's CPU, come back and say, oh, you know, your gas cap is loose. Or they're going to go, stop the car, we have a serious problem, we're sending a tow truck. The tow truck will take the customer and the vehicle to a GM dealership. And here's what's interesting. Go into any General Motors Metro dealership and you're going to see an on-site daily rental franchise, whether it's budget, whether it's enterprise. With a General Motors vehicle, you go into the service department and they go, geez, I'm really sorry, Mr. Jones. It's going to take 4 or 5 days for us to be able to get the parts in, install them, get them on your way. However, because it's GM, here's a free car to drive. With an import dealership, you come in, I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, this could be 5 days. Would you like us to call up a rent-a-car and you can pay for it? And it goes on and on and on and on. And in next step before summarizing everything, you also have on every General Motors vehicle what I call GM Isms. These are things that are common or indigenous to every vehicle General Motors sells in North America. For example, you don't have to worry about putting your headlights on or off. That's a severe safety feature. General Motors builds that into every vehicle we have. The lights go on when they're supposed to, they go off when they're supposed to, depending on light conditions. You're never going to come out to a dead battery because you left an interior light on. The computer on board is going to go, oh my gosh, there's been a light on, it's been on for 20 minutes, there's no one in the car, there's been no activity, it's not running, I'm going to turn it off. It goes on and on and on. Well, some of the things I've expressed to you or shared with you today are based on my opinions from feedback from hundreds and hundreds of clients. However, going back to the beginning of what we said, you know, you've heard it's the second most important purchase, the second biggest purchase of your life after your residence. You talk to 3 salespeople, everyone's selling the best product. There can't be 3 best bangs for the buck. Right now, GM is on a roll, and a big one. There's no logical reason to buy anything in a GM car's respective class. There's no logical reason to buy anything else but a GM. No one has the warranty, combination of warranty, safety, GM isms, and the lack of maintenance that you need to do. Oh, and by the way, when you have most imports at 96,000 kilometers, you're going to spend anywhere from $400 to $1,200 on a mandatory timing belt, because if you don't put a timing belt in your vehicle, your engine's going to implode. Anyway, I hope this helped you a little bit, and happy shopping.